Hello, I'm Cassie Knoll. This week on Suncoast FYI, Cool Today, Crazy for Paws Pet Expo, and Yesterdayze at the Van Wazel. All next on Suncoast FYI. Thanks for joining us today on Suncoast FYI. Cool Plumbing and Energy Today is a company that provides a wide variety of services to our community. Today, we're going to focus on something very important during the summer months here in Florida, your AC. Here to tell us more is Jamie DiDomenico. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you.
Yes, this is a very important topic this time of year for sure.
Yes.
Why is regular AC maintenance so important to the life of your unit?
Well, just like anything mechanical, like your vehicle, there's motors and there's capacitors, there's electronics, and it requires annual maintenance. A lot of warranties today provided by the manufacturer require a once annual maintenance by a licensed contractor to cover the parts.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of people probably don't even worry about that.
And they don't even realize it, and they're actually enforcing it the last couple of years. They require us to turn in documents sometimes. So it's really good if you've had a unit installed in the last 3 to 5 years to get it done to protect your warranty. But also for somebody to come out licensed and insured to come out, check your system, make sure it's cooling at the factory levels it was supposed to cool at. A lot of times you don't notice that. Over years, it starts to degrade.
Yeah.
And then 6 years later, you're like, this thing's just not keeping up like it used to.
Yeah.
And then by the time somebody comes out and they say, well, your coil's plugged, or you have a lot of problems with leaks now because the coil got dirty and it created some freon leaks in the coil. So annual maintenance is always a good idea, just like getting your oil changed in your car. Like I have a car that I have to take it in for an annual maintenance every 15,000 miles, where they do more than just oil. They check everything.
All, which is exactly what somebody would do if they came out to check the AC unit. They would check the whole thing and let you know what's wrong or what's going bad or anything. Because, like you said, by the time you start to notice, it's a little too late.
Right.
Plus, then you're stuck without air conditioning, which in Florida in the summer is just like the last thing anybody would want.
And with your air conditioning, an ounce of prevention will save you a pound of flesh. There is a correlation between preventative maintenance and what you spend on repairs over a 10-year period, and non-preventative maintenance and what you spend on repairs over a 10-year period. And the second route, you could spend 2 to 3 times more.
Wow. So do you guys get a lot busier during the summer months?
Oh, yes.
With everything just working overtime?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Kudos to my team members. They do a great job with a name like Cool Today.
Yeah.
We kind of have some measurements there to respond in the same day. And they do it night and day, and I really appreciate them.
That's really awesome, because not only do we have the heat here, but we also have the humidity. So if you have one of the systems that dehumidifies, not only is it working to cool the house, but it's also working to suck all that moisture out.
You bring up a great point. Obviously, you're a meteorologist. It's the humidity that really, really makes the difference. And all systems dehumidify to a certain extent, but as they become less efficient, they dehumidify less. So what customers end up doing is they turn the thermostat down.
Yep.
And your energy bill goes up, your system works harder. So making sure your system is running at optimum condition also means it's removing the amount of moisture it's designed to move.
For the people that don't know, when the air is drier, it feels cooler, versus when it's really humid, it feels oppressive and muggy and disgusting in your house, which is not what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are some people, we go out to their house and they run it at 68 degrees and they say it's still uncomfortable. But we'll usually find it's either the system, or sometimes the ductwork is not right, it's separated, it's pulling in attic air. So there's all sorts of different areas, variables to your system that can contribute to the problem. And
I'm having such a fun time talking about this, we actually have to go to the next subject, which is TCP Today. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, we work with the community a lot, and a lot of great companies do that in this community. So what we started to do this year is let's wrap a initiative for people to nominate people who need help. Maybe it's help with a home service project. Maybe it's they just need to take their kids to Disney World. We create this website called tcptoday.com. And we're working with with you guys and some other mediums to promote that. Through all our commercials are promoting it. Go to tcptoday.com, and I talk a little bit about it in one of the commercials, where we pay it forward. Okay,
wow.
And we'll pay it forward to people, but we also encourage the community to pay it forward.
Yeah.
And I recently did speaking engagement where I talked about the whole term "pay it forward."
Yeah.
When you talk about community and giving back, but really it's a cycle. You know, somewhere along the line, businesses have to be involved in helping the community because there's a lot of individuals stepping up to help the community.
And you guys are a perfect example of a business that's stepping up
We
and really
try.
helping. And you guys actually have a website for that too. What is the website for the TCP?
TCPtoday.com.
And you actually have a hashtag for your social media as well.
Hashtag TCP Today, a pound sign for us old folks.
Knowing what that is. And then for your company as well, what is your company's website?
CoolToday.com.
All right, so definitely go check it out. Get your AC tuned up for the summer months and help out with TCP Today. It's a fantastic cause. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Cassie.
It was very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And coming up on Suncoast FYI, it's time to get ready for the Crazy for Paws Pet Expo. The details are next, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. Crazy for Paws Pet Expo is a fabulous event that brings people and pets together for a variety of activities. Here to tell us more are Stephen Carter and Amanda Seeger. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you also have a little furry friend with you. Tell me about your dog.
This is Tony. He is one of my rescue pets. He actually, as a puppy, he was used as a bait dog in a pit bull fighting ring. So we
Aw.
did our best to rescue him and get him out of that situation, and we're very glad we were able to do that.
And he's such a good boy. He's being
He
so
is.
well behaved
Thank
today.
you.
He was definitely the right one, as you were saying earlier, to bring from your crew today. So tell me about, before we get to the actual event, tell me about the Cultural Center, because that's where it's actually taking place.
It is. The Cultural Center is a very unique facility that we provide so many services and things to the community, not only Charlotte County, but beyond. We serve about 500,000 people a year.
Wow.
We have a conference center that's 7,200 square feet. We've got a 500-seat theater. We've got a learning place with 20 classrooms for all the different school classes that we offer. We have a fitness salon. We do catering for all the events that we do. And a lot of events we do are fun events. And this is our 7th annual Crazy for Paws event to help people with their pets and in a different variety of ways, and you can adopt a pet also. So Tony's here to be our mascot today.
He's like, that's me.
Exactly.
So how does the annual Pet Expo help you fulfill your mission as a nonprofit organization?
It is really our mission to serve the entire county emotionally, physically, all sorts of different ways. And we do this in part to bring everybody together. It's a great piece of common ground. If somebody has a puppy or a kitty or a bird or a bunny or something like that, it's a wonderful way to bring people together, socialize, start conversation, and really do good things for the animals and the organizations.
Yeah, because you said there's a variety of activities and things to do. Can you name a few of those?
We have vendors. We have actually a pet contest each year. We have wonderful categories that Canine Castaways usually help us with. Things like waggiest tail and biggest bark and a pet owner look-alike contest and things of that nature. Very low key, nothing agility based or anything like that, but just a lot of fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun. And like we said in the intro, like bringing pets and people together, it's a good day, and it's a family type event too, right? The kids are welcome to come as well. And you can bring your furry friends as well. So does that require, that requires manners though?
Manners, you know, have a leash on your dog and just make sure that everybody stays somewhat organized, but you can have fun with it. And we really, in the past, have never really had any issues with things. Everybody has a great time, and the dogs usually, and the cats, and everything. Everybody gets along very well for the day from 10 to 3.
Because I say, like you said, it's not just the dogs. It's also the cats can come, the birds, the bunnies, and there's like vendors for all of those people, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
That is very cool. So what other sorts of events happen at the Cultural Center each year?
We have many different events within the theater itself. We have concerts, we have plays, we have different events. For instance, last night we had a charity trivia contest that we have every month, and it helps local nonprofits. We did that last night to benefit the CARE organization, which is the crisis facility down there for rape and abused women in Charlotte County. So we help with that. We've got an MS walk coming up for multiple sclerosis on the 27th of September. That's going to be a very big event to help folks and bring the community together and help all those that could can help in a very good way and have some fun too on the 27th of September.
And more of serving the community and bringing people together. And you know, when you just said the 27th of September, it reminded me, we didn't actually talk about the date or the time for the Crazy for Paws Pet Expo. So that's not actually this weekend. It's actually coming up in 2 weeks on Saturday the 29th. And what are the hours for it?
10 to 3.
10 to 3. Okay, and if people want more information about that event, where can they go for that?
625-4175 is the phone number, but you can go to charlotteculturalcenter.org.
Okay, definitely the place to check it out. It's going to be a great event. Tony's going to be there?
Yes, Tony will be there, Mia will be there, my whole crew will probably be wandering around.
Very cool. Well, come out and check it out, see all the pets. Again, it is on August 29th, so you have a couple weeks to mark your calendar and plan for that. Thanks for coming on the show today, guys.
Thank you very much.
And coming up on Suncoast FYI, a non-stop blast from the past that you'll never forget. Yesterdayze is next, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. The Van Wazel is bringing back the best of the 60s, and here to tell us more about Yesterdayze is Mary Betzel. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
I'm very excited to have you here. I was complimenting your outfit earlier.
Oh, thank you.
So much bright fun.
Well, in the theater, we're fun. You know, there's no question about it, because we want to have a good time. We want you to have a good time. So that's the way I feel every day.
Yeah, you can't look at that and be like,
Oh, no.
You can't be sad.
No,
You can't be sad.
You've got to be happy.
And speaking of fun things, you guys
Yes.
have these Friday concerts and festivals. Tell me a
Friday
little bit
Fest.
about them.
I think it's one of the nicest things we do. Friday Fest, we do them June through September, and it's on the Bayfront, right next door to the theater. And we get 3,000 to 5,000 people coming out, because people don't, we get some people come at 5 o'clock, and then some people come after work at 7 o'clock. They run from like 5 to 9:30, and it's free. And you come and you bring your blanket or your chair, and then we have vendors that you can buy, beers and hamburgers. And the nice thing is we have some fantastic sponsors like Han Powerboats and Metro PCS. And so these concerts are free to everybody. And we have little children, we have older people, and people dancing, and then the sun comes down behind, and it's spectacular on the bay.
That's what I was going to say. Sarasota is such a fantastic place for outdoor activities.
It is great, and you couldn't get it any better. I've seen jazz on the green at different places, but this, you're looking at the bay. And the only thing is, Yesterdayze, who I must say, since I've been here, we've had them every year, because it's everybody's favorite bands, because they play all sorts of fantastic covers from the 60s. And but what has happened is, of course, in Florida in the summer, rain, no rain, and we've been lucky this year, knock on chair, with with two Friday Fests with no rain.
Oh, wow.
And Yesterdayze, we've moved their spot, because they used to open and we would get rain, so we moved them to this one. So I'm praying that because if it does rain, we bring it into the Performing Arts Hall, but it's not the same.
Yeah, is that outdoor summer feel?
No, it's not that same, and so it's fantastic. And we also have raffles for tickets and things like that. And so we give away prizes, and it's just great. You bring your dog. I can't bring my dog Tinkerbell, because she hates every animal known to mankind, and there are dogs everywhere. So if you have a friendly dog, you bring your dog.
Yeah, we were talking about that in a previous segment, manners. If
Yes,
the dog is coming
manners.
out.
And Tinkerbell has no manners. She would love you to death, but she hates every other
All that.
animal, and so she stays home.
Well, first, Yesterdayze, just to clarify, when she's saying Yesterdayze, it's yesterday with a Z-E at the end? That's the name of the band that's
That's the
coming.
name of the band, and they're wonderful people, and the music is great. They'll play everything from the Beatles and the Beach Boys, and it's just a feel-good. They often wear tie-dye, and it does take you back.
You have to if you're doing the 60s.
There you are. I mean, like I always said, I lived through the 60s, but what I remember is, a little hazy. They always laugh about that. But, it was a time with Twiggy and all the British invasion, and it was a great time.
It was a rich time in our history, and
It
now we're going to
was.
relive it, not tonight, but actually next week.
Next Friday, it's August 21st, and at 5 o'clock, and you can come in, and like I said, you can buy a raffle ticket for $1, and win tickets to some of the shows that are on sale. So that's great.
That is great, and we can actually move forward with that.
Yeah.
Tell us about your new season at the Van Wazel.
Yes, we have a fantastic new season coming up, over 100 shows, and I have some really big acts. I can't tell you all of them today, because we're announcing them in late August, early September, and all the single tickets go on sale September 12th. And that is a big day with all sorts of people, coming out. But a bunch of shows are already on sale. Kristen Chenoweth, who hosted the Tony Awards, she's coming February 27th, and she's amazing. And we just put on sale Hall & Oates. I'm from Philadelphia, so they're one of my favorite bands. And people, if they want to see Hall & Oates, they better buy tickets now because it's
always a
selling like
popular
crazy. Oh, it's just doing fantastic. And then Lewis Black, The Rant is Due Part 2. And of course, Lewis will have the best time in the world with what's going on with Donald Trump and all the, craziness about the election, because he just goes on and on. And we also have some fabulous people. Now, you want to talk about the 60s and the 70s. Rick Springfield, who is my heartthrob, is coming, and he's October 15th. And,
oh, wow.
I've been in love with Rick Springfield forever, and he's just out in a new movie with Meryl Streep called
Yes.
Ricky and the Flash. And so here's Rick Springfield in People magazine and New York Times.
Still popular today.
Still popular today, and he really rocks. I mean, he walks on the seats, plays a killer guitar. So we have some great musical acts like him. And then we also have John Cleese and Eric Idle coming, and that opens the season on, I believe it's October the 2nd, and they're from Monty Python, and they are hysterical.
And so you guys not only have all these concerts going on, but you also have shows.
Broadway shows. We have Book of Mormon is the big show coming,
Yes.
and everybody wants to know. Well, we've already sold, through subscriptions about 2,500 tickets, but single tickets, as I said, go on sale September 12th. But the best time to get tickets, I think, is to buy a subscription. But Book of Mormon is here, and it runs the week of, I think, February 9th through the 14th. So you could spend Valentine's Day with the Book of Mormon, but that's the huge one. We have 42nd Street, Joseph, Saturday Night Fever, The Producers, just a huge list. And that's the Broadway shows. And then for orchestras, we have Josh Bell coming back, who is, I think, my favorite violinist ever. We have Salute to Vienna. We have a lot of big dance shows already on subscription. It's Joffrey Ballet and Cinderella. So,
Wow.
these are the ones that have been announced so far. Linda Eder with Robert Cuccioli. And so the nice thing I love about the Van Wazel, because we were named the #1 tourist attraction in Sarasota,
Oh,
which I
wow.
thought, that you'd think it'd be St. Armand's Circle or the
Yeah.
baseball team. But I think because we have everything from like a Lewis Black comedy rant to a big Broadway show.
That's what I was just.
To a concert.
I just couldn't believe when you were just listing all that stuff, the variety.
Yes.
Of genres and people and just everything that's coming. And you know what? All of that is on your website, right?
Yeah, everything is on our website at vanwazel.org, or you can call us at 953-3368. And, come down and visit us. The box office is open. And we're so grateful to the people of Sarasota for being so fantastic to us.
And again, you have that event Yesterdayze coming up next Friday on August 21st. Definitely
That's
go
right.
check that out as well. And thank you so much for coming
Thank
on
you
the
for
show.
having me. This was great.
And stay tuned to Suncoast FYI. We'll be right back. That's our show for today, and thanks so much for joining us. If you would like to promote your business or event on Suncoast FYI, we would love to hear from you. Just call our sales department at 941-361-4223. I'm Cassie Knoll, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.